At the heart of the British royal family lies a figure whose power is often underestimated, Queen Camilla. Although she is not the official monarch, her influence over the royal family and its future rivals that of the reigning King Charles III. Queen Camilla, the Queen Consort, has proven herself to be far more than just a supportive partner by quietly, yet decisively, shaping the future of the monarchy. But behind the polished public image and calculated role, a storm brews, one that threatens to shatter the carefully constructed facade that the royal family so desperately wants to maintain. For years, the public has known Camilla primarily through the lens of scandal, the woman who was once dubbed the other woman in the infamous love triangle involving Prince Charles and Princess Diana. However, over the past decades, she has transformed herself from a controversial figure into an integral part of the royal family's ongoing narrative. But while the world has seen her as a loving wife to King Charles, a maternal figure to his sons, and a queen in her own right, the truth is far more complex. Camilla's journey to the throne is one of quiet power, filled with delicate maneuvering, personal sacrifice, and an unwavering ambition to not only survive the tides of scandal, but to rise above them. She has worked tirelessly to become the steady, graceful figure who now presides over one of the oldest and most influential institutions in the world. However, her ascent to power has not come without cost. As King Charles's health becomes an increasing concern, the pressure on Camilla mounts, especially as she finds herself in a silent battle with the younger generation of royals, most notably Prince William and his vision for the monarchy's future. For many, Camilla's rise to the throne was an unexpected one. Her past, marked by years of personal and public turmoil, made her an unlikely candidate to ever be considered royal material. Before she ever married Charles, she was already a woman with a reputation. A public affair with Prince Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana had solidified her place in the tabloids, and when Diana's tragic death further thrust the royal family into crisis, Camilla's own reputation was cemented in controversy. But unlike many other figures in the royal orbit, Camilla did not back down. Rather than fleeing from public scrutiny, she embraced it. She endured the constant media scrutiny, and patiently waited for a day when the crown might finally be within her grasp. Slowly, she began to rebuild her image, publicly as a mother, a grandmother, and a figure of compassion. Behind closed doors, however, she was engaged in a far more strategic battle, working to secure her position not only as the king's consort, but as an influential force within the royal family itself. Her marriage to Prince Charles in 2005 was a turning point, but it was only the beginning of her quiet, methodical rise. As the years passed, Camilla's role within the royal family shifted from a controversial figure to a much-needed stabilizing force. She forged close relationships with key family members, earned the trust of the royal staff, and, perhaps most importantly, she cultivated a public image that was synonymous with duty and grace. But this transformation was not simply about playing a role. It was a calculated and deliberate act, designed to ensure that when the moment came, Camilla would be in the perfect position to influence the future of the monarchy. With King Charles's reign only just beginning, the question of succession has already begun to cast a shadow over the royal family. The moment when King Charles eventually steps aside, whether due to health concerns or personal choice, will be one of the most pivotal moments in royal history. And with that transition comes the pressing question: who will shape the monarchy's future? In a world where tradition clashes with modernity, Prince William stands as the embodiment of a new royal order, a monarch who must modernize the crown to stay relevant. But this generational divide is not merely ideological, it is personal, deeply emotional, and fraught with immense power struggles. Prince William, as the future king, represents the hopes of the monarchy's future. He is seen by many as the key to securing the crown's place in a rapidly changing world. His approach to the monarchy is progressive and future-focused, an attempt to make the royal family more relatable to the public, more in touch with societal shifts, and more open to change. But this vision is directly at odds with Camilla's own approach, one that is steeped in tradition, preserving the centuries-old customs and duties that have defined the royal family for generations. While Prince William's role as the next king is seemingly inevitable, Camilla's position as queen consort means that she too will have a significant role to play in shaping the monarchy's future. But the power dynamics between Camilla and William are strained. The royal family is facing a delicate balancing act between adapting to a modern world and preserving its historic legacy. Camilla, despite her best efforts to maintain her role as a steady and unifying force, is increasingly being seen as a symbol of the past, a force that may not be able to keep pace with the changes William envisions. In this silent, yet powerful, power struggle, Camilla's every move is scrutinized. As the reigning queen consort, she knows that her actions will have long-lasting implications for the future of the royal family. The question remains, will she fight for the monarchy's traditions, holding steadfast to the old ways, or will she ultimately bend to the will of a younger generation and the pressures of modernization? Behind the poised, carefully controlled public image of Queen Camilla lies a woman who has faced numerous personal battles. Her relationship with her children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopez, remains a private matter that is often overlooked by the media. Despite her public role as a mother and grandmother, Camilla's relationship with her children has not been without its challenges. The lives of her children, now thrust into the royal spotlight, have become a subtle source of tension for the queen consort, especially as her role in the royal family grows more influential. Her son, Tom, has often remained distant from the royal family's public life, and his reluctance to fully embrace the royal image has caused friction within the family. Meanwhile, Laura Lopez has embraced her role within the royal fold more comfortably, but the pressure of having a mother who is the queen consort has placed both of Camilla's children under intense scrutiny. Their relationship with Camilla is a reminder of the sacrifices she made for the monarchy, including the potential emotional toll of her public image. However, Camilla's internal struggles extend far beyond her children. The queen consort must navigate the intricate web of royal duty, personal relationships, and political considerations. She must constantly balance her loyalty to her husband, King Charles, with her own vision of what the monarchy should be. Every decision she makes is a delicate one, weighed with the knowledge that the monarchy's future depends on her ability to maintain her power, influence, and public image. As Camilla continues to solidify her role within the royal family, one question looms over Buckingham Palace: what kind of legacy will she leave behind? Will she be remembered as the queen who protected the monarchy from the pressures of modernity? Or will she be the queen who failed to adapt to the changing tides, allowing the royal family to wither in the face of new expectations? In the coming years, Camilla will face an even greater test of her strength, resilience, and influence. As the monarchy grapples with the realities of the 21st century, balancing tradition with modernization, Camilla's influence will either serve as the key to preserving the crown's relevance, or the catalyst for its decline. The monarchy is at a crossroads. As the world watches with bated breath, the stakes have never been higher. The question of who will lead the British royal family into the next era has no clear answer. While Prince William's vision of a modern monarchy contrasts sharply with Camilla's more traditional stance, the future of the crown will likely depend on their ability to collaborate, or in some cases, clash. Their relationship, and the role that each of them plays in shaping the monarchy, will define the legacy of the British royal family for generations to come. Will Camilla's steady hand preserve the monarchy's traditions, or will she be swept aside by the tides of change, unable to keep pace with the demands of a modern world? The future of the British royal family, and of the monarchy itself, lies in the balance, held by a woman who has proven time and again that she will not go quietly into the shadows.